Hey, real quick before we dive into today's video, just a reminder that this tournament, this $1,000 free to enter tournament, is kicking off now. We got 133 registered participants. If you didn't register in Trigger Haven's Discord, but you signed up, make sure you register in Trigger Haven's Discord or you will not be qualified to play. We will be broadcasting it live on this channel, some highlighted matches of this Friday, giving away Banano, Crypto Monkeys, all kinds of great stuff, raffles, prizes for the viewers. So come check it out, hang out with Trigger Haven and myself. And now on to the video. What's up, YouTube? We are looking at a bunch of updates this week from Gods Unchained. Let's dive right in. There are many. So first, we had Sealed Deck unveiled on Monday last week. Sealed Deck is a mode where you get 60 cards at random from core or welcome set, and you can use any card from any god combined together however you want with unlimited numbers of cards. So if you got 4 Vanguard Axewomans, you could use all 4 of them. If you got cards from Magic and Death and Nature, you could use them all together in one deck. And in my very first run, I got the first ever 9-0 run. I had cards from every single god, maybe the best removal spells from each god individually. It was just a stacked deck. It was unbelievable. Right now, the only way to get in is in the private test realm, public test realm, sorry. And you can get access to that by going in their Discord to the PTR request access channel. Right now, they only let in 100 people, but they're going to let in more people over time. And after a little while, Sealed Deck will move into the regular beta realm for everyone to play. Ideally, that will be in just a few weeks. So when you play, you pick a god, and you can use any of the god powers from that god. And then you get shown 3 cards, a legendary from that god and 2 epics from that god. And if you are to win a certain number of games, you actually get to keep these cards that you can use to build your deck with. Just these 3, not the other 57. So it costs 5,000 to enter, and you play until you either win 9 times or lose 3 times or drop out. And also, it's going to run 5 days a week, and then everyone's run ends at the end of the week, so make sure you finish your games by the end of the week. When your run is complete, you receive prizes based on the number of games you won. So it costs 5,000 to enter, so 6 wins is break even for 5,000 stars, but you also get Rare Core Pack, both prize epics and the prize legendary. So those cards of the 3 that we showed above, if you got 6 wins, 3 losses, you would end your run getting back your 5,000 stars and getting to keep all those cards from the prize options. If you get 5 wins, you get to keep just the epics, and you get 4,000 stars. You can see all the different rewards here. And if you get 7 wins or more, you get to go home with a Selena's Bow trinket, level 1. There's going to be 7 levels. And this is what this looks like. I got one for my 9-0 run, and it looked very nice on the board. But none of the things from this public test realm are actually going to carry over into the real realm. It's just in testing right now. So all of this is subject to change. But the mode, I can confirm, is very fun. It's really awesome. After IMX releases, we'll re-enable the Forge. You'll be able to fuse copies of Selena's Bow trinket to upgrade to the next highest level. So this is going to be a really cool way to get people to play sealed mode over and over and over again, grinding their trinkets up higher and higher, and then be able to sell it. And yeah, of course, changes the nature of the beast. So everything right now in the public test realm was just in testing. A lot of this stuff might change. But I expect to see some really fun things coming out of sealed mode in the near future. Then we had a balance update, not a huge one, just a very tiny little update here, but with some major implications. Some of the highlights here, we got a nerf from the Jinx Blade Duelist and the Switch Duelist. So Hidden Rush gets hit a little bit here. The Switch Duelist changed from a 4-1 to a 3-1, which is the bigger of the hits here, I think. But it added Hidden for 1 turn, So it's no longer an insane threat to drop 2 on turn 1, but later in the game, perhaps it's now more of a threat as it's hidden for 1 turn. It's still a pretty big hit, but Jinx Blade went from getting 1 health at the end of each turn to getting 1 health each turn if your opponent controls a creature. So that's a little minor nerf there. Veteran Hoplite went from a 2/6 to a 2/5, and Ritual Rod went from a 2/3 to a 2/2, but it adds 1 if you control a Mystic. So that's the only hit that Light got. And Isadora changed from 3 health to 2 health, which is kind of minor. Nature got hit in Arrow of Rage, changed from 1 mana to 2 mana. So maybe instead of running 2 now, you just want to run 1 in Big Beasts. Blood Ritual changed from give a friendly creature +1/-1 permanently and give it leech until the end of your turn to give a friendly creature +1/-1, heal your god for 2. So this is still permanently, to be clear. They just remove the keyword permanently as the end of your turn section for the leech made it confusing. But this is still permanent. So give your friendly creature +1/-1 and heal your god for 2. So Blood Ritual will no longer be able to have insane late game heals, which is very welcome. Valka's Axe changed from 3 durability to 1 to start. This card is pretty crazy once it starts popping off. So this is a huge change here. Gives your opponent a chance to unequip it before it gets insane and out of control. And the biggest change from the entire update, Echo changed from 12 health down to 10 health, and even more importantly, it got ward removed. So Echo, the big beast, is no longer going to be the terror that it once was. It's still pretty terrifying, though. So it's still a very nice card. It's got Blitz and Twin Strike, so it's still going to cause mass chaos with its overkill on the turn that it is dropped, plus regen 6, plus protected. I mean, this thing is still a behemoth, but without ward, maybe it will be something you can deal with, maybe not. And lastly, let's look at some God Power updates. So all of the God Powers are subject to be changed in the near future. They're going to be adding something called Champion God Powers. God Power, the Champions. So the new season, in theory, is going to be dropping sometime in the near future. Next couple of months, I think we're going to see a new set drop. And before that happens, we're seeing some changes here. Every single god is going to be losing one of their God Powers, and they're going to be replaced with a Champion God Power. And then also there's been a bunch of changes here. So Forage is being changed to remove its interaction with the Void. It is now going to be add a random nature card to your hand that costs 3 or less. And we'll see Selena's Drive added here instead of Flourish. Selena's Drive is give your 2 weakest creatures +1/+1 until the start of your next turn. So weakest is going to be a keyword that we're going to find out what it means coming up, but they're not telling everything to us just yet. Death, there is a secret here. That's the only one they haven't revealed, is Neferu's Sacrifice. Blood Ritual, we just saw this change happen. Soulburn is being simplified to only deal damage to gods. That makes this a completely pointless god power, unfortunately. It just does damage to both gods. It's very sad to see this change. A lot of aggro, death, Soulburn people are very sad about it. It's now completely pointless, in my opinion. There's no advantage for you using it. It just hurts both gods. Deception. We have Orfeo. Memory Charm is being replaced with Orfeo's Deception, which is put the weakest creature to sleep until the start of your next turn. Light, we have Lysander. Lysander's Honor is replacing Heaven's Light. Lysander's Honor is set an enemy creature's strength to 2 at the start of your next turn. Set it to its base value. This is absolutely insane. It will allow you to make just perfect trades every single turn. There's no way that this stays as it is. That's crazy. That's wild. Magic. Magic has got some crazy updates as well. We've got Palace's Genius. Draw a card, then obliterate a card in your hand. But the crazy one goes to Clear Mind, which is going to do your creatures get spell boost +1 until the end of turn. So if you have 6 creatures on the board, that's spell boost +6. We're going to see some crazy OTK decks coming out of this. And Blast Wave with a big nerf as well. Deal 1 damage to the lowest health enemy creature. So instead of pinging 2 highest health creatures, it's only going to hit 1 weak creature. So that's a pretty big hit for Blast Wave. Not sad to see it go. War. We got Valka Slays. Valka's Resolve. Deal 2 damage to a damaged creature. It's very interesting. Cards like Auric Rush and other things that do 1 damage to every creature easily make every single creature a damaged creature, and then you can hit it for an extra 2 damage every turn. It's similar to Slayer, equipping a Blitz relic that does 2 damage each turn, except here you don't have to take the damage by hitting it. It's interesting. We'll have to see how that one goes. Intensive Training gets a nerf. It's going to be +1/+1, but you can actually give it to the creature in your hand now, and you get to choose which creature that is. And Slayer is just going to be add a random relic to your hand, which is a wild change. And so that's what we're looking at coming up. Those are the changes that we're seeing this most recent week. A lot of things changing. Very exciting stuff. That's it for this week, guys. Hopefully next week we have something really extra special and exciting. So stick around, and I will see you guys next week. With